Hello, and welcome to my channel. Relax, and get ready to listen to today's story.
In the quiet town of Willowbrook, nestled among rolling hills and surrounded by lush greenery, lived a young man named Jack Thompson. Jack was not like most young people in town who spent their days engaging in outdoor activities or socializing with friends. Instead, he found solace and excitement within the pages of books. From a young age, Jack had developed a deep love for reading. He found himself drawn to the written word, captivated by the stories and knowledge that lay within the pages. His thirst for knowledge seemed insatiable, and he would spend hours upon hours at the local library, immersing himself in the vast collection of books. The library became Jack's haven, a place where he could escape from the mundane realities of everyday life and delve into worlds of adventure, mystery, and imagination. He would lose himself in the words, his mind transported to far-off places in different eras. Whether it was the tales of ancient civilizations or the stories of brave explorers, Jack soaked up every word, hungry for more. But it wasn't just the stories that fascinated Jack, it was also the history of his own town, Willowbrook. The town had a rich past, dating back centuries, and Jack couldn't help but be intrigued by the secrets that lay hidden within its streets. He would often spend his evenings poring over old photographs and dusty archives, piecing together fragments of the town's history. Willowbrook was a picturesque town, with its charming cottages and well-tended gardens. The townspeople were friendly and welcoming, always ready with a smile or a helping hand. It was a place where everyone knew everyone else, where gossip traveled faster than the wind. But beneath the idyllic facade, Jack couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to this town. One sunny afternoon, as Jack was perusing the shelves of the library, a faded book caught his eye. It was tucked away in a corner, covered in a thin layer of dust. Curiosity piqued, Jack reached out and pulled it from the shelf. The book's cover was worn and weathered, its pages yellowed with age. It seemed to hold a secret, waiting to be discovered. Intrigued, Jack settled into a cozy armchair and began to read. The book spoke of Willowbrook's history, but not the version that Jack had come to know. Please support my channel by liking and subscribing. It hinted at hidden secrets, dark events that had occurred long ago. As he turned each page, Jack's fascination grew, and he couldn't help but wonder what lay beneath the surface of this seemingly peaceful town. Determined to uncover the truth, Jack sought out the town historian, Mrs. Jenkins. She was known for her vast knowledge of Willowbrook's past and was always willing to share stories with those who showed an interest. Jack found her in her small cottage, surrounded by stacks of books and old photographs. Mrs. Jenkins welcomed him warmly, her eyes sparkling with excitement at the prospect of sharing her knowledge. They sat by the fireplace, the crackling flames casting dancing shadows on the walls, as Mrs. Jenkins regaled Jack with tales of Willowbrook's past. She spoke of a time when the town had been plagued by dark rituals and mysterious disappearances. She mentioned a secret society that had once thrived within the town's borders, its members engaging in unspeakable acts in the dead of night. Jack listened intently, his mind racing with questions and possibilities. As the days turned into weeks, Jack found himself seeking out Mrs. Jenkins more and more. Their conversations became a regular occurrence, their shared passion for Willowbrook's history forging a bond between them. With each meeting, Mrs. Jenkins revealed more snippets of the town's dark past, painting a picture of a community haunted by its own secrets. One afternoon, as they sat in Mrs. Jenkins' cozy living room, Jack couldn't contain his curiosity any longer. "Mrs. Jenkins," he began tentatively, "do you think there's more to Willowbrook's history than what we've been told?" Mrs. Jenkins paused for a moment, her eyes searching his face. "Oh, Jack," she said softly, "I've spent years uncovering the truth about this town. There are secrets buried deep within its soil, secrets that have been kept hidden for far too long." Jack's heart raced with anticipation. But why? Why would anyone want to keep these secrets hidden? Mrs. Jenkins sighed, her gaze distant. "Fear, my dear boy. Fear of the unknown, fear of what lies beyond the surface. Some secrets are best left buried, or so they believe." Determined to uncover the truth, Jack found himself wandering through the town one evening, his thoughts consumed by the mysteries that lay hidden within Willowbrook's past. As he passed a dimly lit alleyway, a flickering light caught his attention. Curiosity getting the better of him, Jack cautiously approached the source of the light. It led him to a small shop tucked away between two larger buildings. The sign above the door read "Blackwood's Curiosities." With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, Jack pushed open the door and stepped inside. The shop was filled with an eclectic mix of objects, from ancient artifacts to peculiar trinkets. The air was heavy with a musty scent, and shadows danced along the walls. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness. It was Mr. Blackwood himself, the shopkeeper. He was a tall, thin man with piercing eyes that seemed to hold 1,000 secrets. His voice was low and gravelly as he spoke. "Ah, young Jack Thompson," Mr. Blackwood said, a faint smile playing on his lips. "I've been expecting you." Jack's eyes widened in surprise. You know who I am?" Mr. Blackwood nodded. "I know more than you can imagine, young man. There's much you seek, but be warned, the truth can be a dangerous thing." With each passing day, Jack's determination to uncover the truth about Willowbrook grew stronger. He spent countless hours at the library, combing through old records and documents, searching for clues that would lead him closer to the hidden secrets of the town. One day, as he was sifting through a box of forgotten photographs, Jack stumbled upon a faded document. It was a map of Willowbrook, dated over a century ago. But what caught his attention were the markings on the map, symbols that he had never seen before. Intrigued, Jack studied the symbols, his mind racing with possibilities. Could they be connected to the dark rituals Mrs. Jenkins had mentioned? With renewed determination, he set out to decipher their meaning. Days turned into weeks as Jack delved deeper into Willowbrook's history. He uncovered inconsistencies between the town's official records and the stories he had heard from Mrs. Jenkins. It was as if someone had deliberately erased certain events from the town's collective memory. As his investigation progressed, Jack's curiosity turned into a burning desire to expose the truth. He knew that there were hidden secrets waiting to be uncovered, and he couldn't rest until he had unearthed them all. One misty morning, as Jack was walking along the outskirts of town, he stumbled upon a forgotten cemetery. It was hidden among overgrown bushes and tall grass, its gravestones weathered and worn. Intrigued, Jack made his way through the neglected grounds, his footsteps muffled by the damp earth. As he read the names on the gravestones, he noticed something peculiar. The dates didn't match the historical records he had come across. His heart pounding with anticipation, Jack knelt down and brushed away the dirt from one of the gravestones. What he saw made his blood run cold, a symbol, similar to the ones he had seen on the old map, was etched into the stone. Realization dawned on him. This forgotten cemetery held the key to Willowbrook's secrets. It was a place where the past had been buried, but not forgotten. Armed with his newfound knowledge, Jack knew that he couldn't keep the secrets of Willowbrook to himself any longer. He needed answers, and there was only one person who could provide them, the mayor, Thomas. Mayor Thomas was a friendly and respected figure in town, known for his warm smile and kind heart. But Jack couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to him than met the eye. He arranged a meeting with the mayor, determined to confront him about Willowbrook's hidden secrets. They met in the mayor's office, a room adorned with photographs of past mayors and awards. Mayor Thomas greeted Jack warmly, his eyes betraying a hint of wariness. Mayor Thomas, Jack began, his voice steady but filled with determination. I know that there are secrets in this town. Secrets that have been kept hidden for far too long. The mayor sighed and leaned back in his chair. You're not the first person to discover this, Jack, he said wearily. But you must understand that some secrets are best left buried. Jack's eyes narrowed. No, Mayor Thomas. The truth must be brought to light. The people of Willowbrook deserve to know. Realizing that he couldn't uncover the truth alone, Jack sought out a few trusted friends who shared his passion for justice. Together, they formed a small group dedicated to gathering evidence and exposing the hidden secrets of Willowbrook. Among his allies were Emily, a fiercely intelligent young woman with a talent for research, and Ethan, a tech-savvy hacker with a knack for uncovering digital trails. Together, they made an unlikely but determined team. Their investigations led them to unearth more unsettling truths about Willowbrook's past. They discovered hidden documents, long forgotten by the townspeople, that detailed the dark rituals and their consequences. As they delved deeper, they realized that the darkness still lingered in the town, casting a shadow over its residents. With each new revelation, the group became even more determined to bring justice to Willowbrook. They knew that their mission would not be easy, but they were prepared to face the resistance and danger that lay ahead. As Jack and his allies continued their investigations, they stumbled upon more unsettling discoveries. They witnessed firsthand the consequences of the dark rituals that had taken place years ago, the lingering pain and suffering that had seeped into the very fabric of the town. They found evidence of individuals who had been silenced, their lives forever altered by the secrets they held. It became clear that those who had kept the truth hidden were willing to go to great lengths to protect their secrets, even if it meant destroying innocent lives. But Jack and his allies refused to back down. They understood the importance of bringing the truth to light, of unburdening Willowbrook from its dark past. They knew that the road ahead would be treacherous, but they were willing to face whatever challenges came their way. As the group gathered more evidence, they realized that it was time to confront those who had kept the secrets hidden for so long. They knew that the truth had to be exposed, no matter the consequences. Their first target was Mayor Thomas. They arranged a town meeting, inviting all the residents of Willowbrook to hear the truth. As the room filled with curious townspeople, Jack stood before them, his voice steady and filled with conviction. "Good people of Willowbrook," he began, his words echoing through the room, "we have uncovered the hidden secrets of this town. Dark rituals took place, lives were destroyed, and the truth was buried. But today, We stand here to bring that truth to light." The room fell silent as Jack and his allies presented their evidence, revealing the extent of the darkness that had plagued Willowbrook for years. Shock and outrage rippled through the crowd as they grappled with the revelations. Willowbrook was thrown into turmoil as its dark past was exposed. The townspeople struggled to come to terms with the truth, their once peaceful existence shattered by the weight of their own ignorance. Anger and confusion filled the air as the residents confronted those who had kept the secrets hidden. The town was divided, with some demanding justice and others clinging desperately to the comfort of denial. In the midst of the chaos, Jack emerged as a symbol of hope and change. His unwavering determination inspired others to face the darkness head-on, to acknowledge their own involvement or ignorance, and to work towards healing and redemption. As Willowbrook began the process of healing and redemption, Jack's role in uncovering the truth was recognized and celebrated. The townspeople acknowledged his bravery and dedication, and he became a respected figure in the community. The town held a ceremony to honor those who had suffered as a result of the secrets that had been kept hidden. It was a somber but cathartic event, as the residents pledged to learn from the mistakes of the past and work towards a brighter future. With a sense of closure, the story came to an end. The truth had been exposed, and Willowbrook could finally begin to heal. But as Jack looked out at the town he had grown up in, he couldn't help but wonder if there were more secrets waiting to be uncovered, more stories that needed to be told. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose, he vowed to continue his quest for knowledge and justice, leaving the door open for potential future stories in the town of Willowbrook.